Go ahead.
Game's paused.
Well, use your rogue abilities.
Pop up that thief check. I'll see if it does anything.
Look, I watched the D&D movie today, so I'm going to have a lot of snarky responses.
Ooh. I'm going to watch it this weekend.
Oh, man.
All
It's
right,
so good. All right, go ahead.
First action will get me there. I'm going to use a second action to get right here. And then if Baltharog, whatever her name is right here, hasn't noticed me.
We'll find out right now. You remain unnoticed.
I am going to take advantage of the unnoticement. And I am going to throw this dagger at her.
Your dagger finds its target. And it looks like you have some choices to make.
Let's see. Let's put the enfeebled one on her.
All right, so your dagger finds its mark, viciously impales itself into Belmazog, enfeebling her. And that is 3 for you, yes?
That's 3 for me.
So, through bloody, gritted, underdeveloped, weird-looking teeth, Belmazog lets out just a guttural kind of laugh.
Wait, why are her teeth undeveloped and weird looking?
Well, she's half boggart, half dragon.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay.
Yes. You had noticed her somewhat, not all the way dragon, not all the way amphibian look. And yes. So she's just kind of laughing and chuckling at you guys. Teeing up, obviously, something beautiful for you. No, she is concerned about her priest over here, and so she steps away from the dagger that just hit her. Whoa, not in that direction. It was right there. And then steps here, and you hear her speaking familiar words you have heard clerics in different towns speak before. And she casts a heal spell on her priest. Oh, I didn't have him targeted. Alright, so that is her whole turn. She's just healed her priest for 26 damage. This dog, yes.
Hey, Derek and Logan, do you think you can let me go before you? If you just delay till after me so I can be primed for debuffs?
So,
Who is this Derek and Logan of which you speak?
I'll do it as long as you promise to heal me on your next turn.
I could, but we're all dying.
I'm at 16 HP.
What are we bargaining for effective strategies now?
No, I'll hold until after your turn. That's fine.
sure.
All right, well, so the Izalith over here continues its assault on the not quite normal Charuka in front of him. And 3 bites come out. So one finds its mark, chomps down into this thing. Wrong thing targeted. Chomps down into this thing, and it is severely wounded. You hear it let out a cry unlike any that it has let out so far. It sounds like a cry of pain. The dragon priest over here forgoes his assault of the kobold in favor of returning a favor to his boss lady. And heals her for 17 damage. He concludes by taking 1 step towards her. Alright, this thing, however, has not forgotten about assaulting you. And it comes out with all of its fury. It comes out with its jaws and its claws. And then it whips around at the last with its tail.
No.
So as you're dodging out of the way of its snapping jaws, you fall right into its waiting claw.
Oh, that's great.
Alright, and as a result of this terrific blow, you become flat-footed.
It's not the end. I mean, that's not the worst thing.
This one over here, however, is not concerned with you. He's going to lash out at the thing that is almost mortally wounded him. He pummels it for 19 damage. Having success, it tries again.
By the way, that was a crazy crit card if it would have been magic. The creature disappears for 1d4 rounds.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is pretty wild. Alright, this thing is just so excited that it is hit, and it tries one last time, but finds failure. So with that, it's back to Vega.
I will delay until after Neji.
Neji. Alright, so that would be Dirt. You're going to delay too?
yeah.
After Neji or Vega?
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
You can go before me. I'll go after Logan. So,
Sure.
Neji.
It doesn't really matter. I'll go right after Neji, yeah.
Alright, Neji. Your
Yeah,
companion's delayed. What will you do?
My question to you guys is: do you want to focus fire the boss, or do you want to? Are we focusing on the mobs? Because if you focus fire the boss, I can do my wombo combo to debuff and buff you guys.
Take out the big bad. I'll try and take out the minions with the warthog.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm.
We've
Because
dealt
they
a
can
ton of
barely hit.
damage.
They can barely hit me.
So
We've dealt
what,
a ton of
what I'm
damage to
saying is
Belgium.
we all have to go for the boss if I do my combo, because otherwise it would be a waste. But if you guys want to go for the minions, then I can save the combo.
Belmazog, I think, has taken a lot of damage. So,
Sorry, who's
my-
taking a lot of damage? The boss?
The boss has, yeah.
I
So it might
mean,
Okay.
be a better idea to focus fire there.
All right.
The issue being,
Okay.
I'm going to just be healing myself on my turn. I'm not going to be doing any damage.
Yeah.
okay. All right, Mary. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use. Where is that? I'm gonna use Inspire Heroics.
Right.
DC of very hard. So roll. Attempt performance. Okay.
All right. Let me find my sheet here. Second.
Oh shit! I didn't apply my string buff on this instrument, but it's probably
is-
a pass, right?
What is your string bow?
Hold on. So it is. Sorry, I have +2 circumstance bonus with virtuosic performer strings, and then I have an item bonus of 2, so 4.
Okay. It's a. I mean, yeah, it's a success.
Yeah. Okay.
+4 though, you said.
Yeah.
Still be. No, +4 would be critical success. You're level 9. Yeah. +4 is a crit.
Sweet. So we all get +3.
So which one are you doing? Defense or courage?
Oh, sorry, courage. I don't have the defense.
And then that's hitting everybody? Yeah, 60 feet still?
Yeah. All right, now let me know when you're good, Mary.
Good. How many rounds is left?
Just 1 round.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good again.
And then I'm gonna use synesthesia on the boss.
On Belmazon?
Yeah.
Alright, so 1 round of what do they do? Target senses. So each time it uses contract action, it's got a flat check.
Yep. Yeah, there's a pretty long description for this one. Oh. Let's see, each time I use it. Yeah, so everything's concealed from it. It's clumsy 3, minus 10 feet to
Right.
penalty.
It's for one round.
Yeah, for 1 round. It's all that
Yeah.
stuff for 1 round.
So, and I don't know why they didn't just say it's dazzled, because making it dazzled will make everything concealed from it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make it dazzled.
It's clumsy 3 got set, right?
Yeah, I drug it from the box.
All right, do it up, boys.
All right, that's a 3 action? That's 3.
Wait, actually, yeah, that's a spell, yeah. So 3 actions, yeah.
Cool. Durwin.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is do battle medicine on myself. So that's 1 action, right?
You would.
I need to. Oh no! Fuck! I can't.
What? Oh, because of the curse, yeah.
All right. So balls to the walls.
YOLO.
Go straight up, and I will attack her.
So how did you move up there?
I walked right up.
Okay, so this thing whips its tail around at you.
You should have stepped.
Or
Oh,
you
missed.
can't you try to avoid it with acrobatics or something?
He missed you.
All right. Why is my thing not working?
What's not working for you?
The quick bar menu for attacks and that. I don't know why it's. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, the little mod?
Yeah.
Might need an update.
Oh, sweet.
Alright, so you smack this thing with your striking hammer.
Oh.
And you rain down 15 damage on her.
Okay, and then. No, I'm going to raise my shield. So I can. There we go.
Right. Passes
That'll
to
be the end
you.
of my turn.
Passes to you, Vega.
All right. Well, first action is going to be to drink a lesser healing potion.
Doing up. Go ahead and.
Nice.
Can you click hail on that or not?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Delay.
Oh yeah, it's letting me, but I don't have anything selected for a token.
Oh,
There we go.
cool. Alright, so you guzzle down a potion. Go, go, go.
That was 2 8s on 2 d8s. I think I can actually pull off a spell now. Without worrying too much. Let's try magic missile, I guess.
Sweet.
First level, so third level magic missile.
You throwing them all in her? Or.
Yeah, every one of them at her.
Okay.
Why did it roll a flat check?
I think just because you're invisible and you're doing something.
Okay.
That's a manipulate action or something like that, but I don't think you need or have to pass a flat check to do that.
Okay. Action using casting spell, increase the number of missiles you shoot by 1 to a maximum of 3 for 3 actions, so I guess I can only cast 2 of them. Nice, both 3s.
Cool. Alright, so you fling. Is it not? Is it? I thought. So it's just okay. I thought it was more than that. But no, I see it's the plus that does it. The D&D one, man. I'm starting to get Swiss cheese from playing this shit at school. Alright. Alright, so you fling 2 magic missiles into Belmazog. They, of course, find their mark. Thank you, Tim Cask.
Right, that was actually level 3, so it should be 4.
Okay, yeah.
4. Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Because
So
the base is more than 1, right?
It depends how many actions I use to cast it.
Right.
Yeah. So, be all 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm done.
Alright, so yes, you fling Schlapao. You fling these missiles into her once more, and she screams in pain. And 1 full minute has, well, I guess almost passed the top of 50 seconds here.
All right, 1 action will move me up to here. Second action, I'm just going to step right here and make her flat-footed with a flank.
Indeed.
And I don't know where her vital organs are. I'm just going to stab and hope I hit them.
You indeed find a vital organ.
And let's re-imply her enfeebled on that.
I just won't take it off.
Works for me.
All right. Is that you one more for you, or
Nah, I'm done.
that's done for you? All right. Unable to see, Belmazog screams out something in Draconic. Immediately, these spawns of Dahak back here lay face down on the ground. As this one begins to lay face down, Izalith just devours it and regains a substantial amount of health in doing so. This priest here lays down its weapon and lays prone, face down on the ground, and Belmazog does the same and begins to beg you all in common to spare her life.
No.
So, at this moment, she is, if this was you guys, right, you'd be rolling a diplomacy check, but you just have the option of parlaying with this person and or not parlaying with this person. But she has essentially surrendered at this point to you.
What do you think, guys?
Or is surrendering to you.
I would like to ask her why in the fuck we should consider it.
Yep. I want to tie them up, if anything. If they're surrendering, they should be allowing us to tie them up.
Well, so she answers your query, because if you allow me to live, Dahak will give you favor.
Oh.
It's a trap, guys.
Lady
want
Dahak can suck my cock.
Yep.
Keeping in mind, just to kind of jog your memory here, this is the leader of the Cinder Claws, whom you have been pursuing nigh almost 12 real life months since you first got wind of them. And this is the person responsible for all of the Cinder Claw plot and planning, contact with Vaz, spells that created the dragon totems, potentially more than that. All of these, manifestations of Dahak via the contorted and mutated Charukas. So this is essentially the bag man that you have all been chasing for quite some time.
Can I tell? Yeah, I want to demand her to tell her minions to run.
No.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely do not give her a command to let her minions escape out of the room.
I'm gonna run away.
Doesn't work anymore.
No,
Yeah, man.
no. Running out of the room where we can't see them is a terrible idea.
Okay.
So here's what we can do. First off, if we're going to spare her, she's going to answer every single one of our questions. And if she refuses to answer, or if we suspect she's lying, she dies immediately. Secondly, while we may spare her, we're going to execute the other two. They're not leaving here alive. They're not walking out of this room. Third, if we do spare her, we're not letting her go. We are taking her prisoner and taking her to the Akuje. And if they decide they want to kill her, then she's fucking dead. That's my opinion on this. I'm open to any input, but these two other dudes are not walking out of this room alive.
My opinion is she's too dangerous to be left alive.
Nice.
Nice. Sure. I don't care.
Well, I'm not going to kill those guys because, well, feel like I can't do it as a paladin.
Well, I
After
have
they
no qualms
surrender.
with it.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you gonna do something to these guys, or
Yeah,
do you want her to command them to do something other than run out of the room?
Jump in the acid pool.
I mean, if she can command them to jump into the molten gold and kill themselves, go right ahead. Otherwise, I'll just cut their throats.
She hesitates for a moment, but you see a viciously evil smile come across her face.
Like, I can
and
cut their throats, or I can cut everybody's throats.
draconic words fill the air, and they both stand up in a zombie-like trance and proceed to walk straight into a ruler. Oh wait, no, into the gold, and without any screaming or any indication of pain whatsoever, they both just stand there until the gold does its thing, which is, oh yeah, it just keeps damaging them over and over, so forth like that, until, yes, they both just melt away into this molten gold.
You said she said it in Draconic, right?
Yes.
Is that going to affect me?
You did not feel any compulsion to dunk yourself into the molten gold. No.
All right, just want to make sure.
So for the moment, this encounter has ended, and you are now just you're just talking.
Nico, come heal me, please.
Does anyone have rope in their backpack? I don't have any.
I should.
I'd say tie her up with at least 2 ropes.
The fiend behind you here, flaming as he is, seems disinterested in the goings on, and only you all kind of feel in your minds the strong will of this beast for you to kill Belmazog, and the last kind of message that you get from this fiend is that this entity is not to be trusted. And with that, it turns and just busts out of this place. You hear like all kinds of, wrecking as it just like busts through and out, and you hear it slowly just fade off until you hear, distant splashing sound as it's obviously gone past the water line. So it is now you alone in this room with the injured Belmazog, unquestioned as it is for the moment, at your mercy.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself and Logan with level 4 soothe before we do anything. There's my roll for myself. And Logan's.
Can I get down on that heal?
I can toss you on, yes, but it'll be a lower level heal.
As a minute drifts away, you guys' invisibility fades.
I'm going to ask Belmazog, why does she have this dragon here?
Okay, one second. Some stuff. All right. Why does she have the dragon there on the altar?
Yeah. Why are you sacrificing?
She answers you that he thought he was too good for Dahak. He thought he was too good for me. Well, I made him useful. And remember, to jog your memory, when you first entered this room, you successfully identified that this was supposed to be some kind of summoning ritual but based on, you know, your knowledge of such things, being that you defend against them, right? You knew it to be a false practice, that it was not going to result in what Belmazog believed it to.
Okay. Drez is right there. I'm going to go over to the dragon, and since we're not in combat anymore, can I take a closer look and see if I can maneuver a way to get over there and free him?
Oh yeah, as you walk towards it, he's begging you to free him.
What
Okay.
color of dragon is it?
It
Red.
is a red
It's
dragon.
red.
Aren't they inherently evil? He might just fight us if we let him go too.
Ooh.
Yeah. All dragons are dicks.
And he definitely wants her dead. So get the info from her first, and then let's just let the dragon kill her.
Well, as you look closer, you notice that he's not just chained down. That there exists inside of his chest a magical chasm that is filled with the same molten gold that is all around all around the pool right here and pouring out of the skull of Dahak. Inside of it, you can see a jutting metal shard, some type of fragment that you don't readily identify.
I do an Arcana check to see if I know
Yeah,
anything
just
about that.
ask the bitch what it is.
Fair enough.
True.
Well, let's do both. Just in case I roll a 20. And
You could do you have Identify Magic? That's a general skill, right?
yeah, I believe that's a general skill for any caster, right?
I think for everybody. I think it's exploration.
Okay.
No, you got to be trained in. Let's see. Yes, so you can identify magic in any of the disciplines. So Arcana, Nature, Cultism, or Religion. So would you just roll Arcana?
Occultism. Or, sorry, Arcana, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, we can say that was for that. Ooh. So you don't successfully identify what that shard is. However, you are aware that it is only a small piece of a much, much more powerful object.
I put my dagger right up against Belmazog's throat, and I demand that she tells me what that is.
Ooh, nice. Well, so roll intimidation. All right, so you are successful in intimidating Belmazog into telling you, that it's a orb of gold dragon kind, something that they found and kept in their tribe from long, long, long ago.
Keep talking. What does it do?
Well, she tells you that she doesn't quite know, but she knows that against, you know, pure-blooded dragons, it has different effects based on their chromatic, you know, variation. But in the case of red dragons, it essentially is a weapon against them. And so it was part of how she was subduing this thing.
I press the dagger harder against her neck and ask her how we get it out.
She tells you, okay, she lied. That she doesn't really know what it is, that it was one of the gifts. And she just keeps repeating one of the gifts while you have your dagger up against her throat.
I warned you what would happen to me if you lied to me.
She tells you that it was one of the gifts, the triad.
I'll yell at her, tell him the truth, and do an intimidation check.
And she, all right, go ahead. Oh yeah, she begins to just spill it. She tells you that she doesn't know what the thing is. It was given to her by the Scarlet Triad, just like the other gifts, and she begins to, talk a mile a minute. But through what she's saying, you pick up that essentially there was the exchange that you know about, that the Scarlet Triad wanted the gold, and in exchange for the gold, they were giving her magic, and this item was part of the magic that they gave her, and she doesn't know what it does, but it's just a powerful magic object. And so she was including it in her ritual here, trying to summon Dahak, because that is her ultimate goal, is she wants to bring Dahak back. And in speaking about the Scarlet Triad, you guys start to realize that you essentially seem to know more than she does about the Scarlet Triad. She just thinks that they are some kind of, other group of Dahak worshippers like her and her Cinder Claws. She's not aware of like the true extent of who the Scarlet Triad is. And of course, neither are you guys, but you're aware that they are seemingly much more organized than this ragtag bunch of, miscreants, the Cinder Claws.
Well, I just yell at her and ask her who her contact is with the Scarlet Triad. How does she communicate or get orders from them?
And at this, you guys hear a familiar name. The name of Laslan comes up once more. And Laslan, of course, is who Vaz Lorraine mentioned in her journals when she talked about her contacts with.
And I tell her
ask her where we can find Laslan.
Yeah.
She kind of laughs at this, even though she is obviously in mortal danger, and tells you that you don't find Laslan. Laslan finds you.
I tell her there are so many things I can cut off of her and she will not die, so she had better tell me everything she knows.
She just starts to cry and tells you that, that it's everything. That's everything. She doesn't know anymore. Please. At this, Kyrian is also begging to be released, telling you all that, he can help you here if you will release him.
I ask him how can he help us?
He tells you that he can explain a lot of what's going on.
Okay. I really want to take out my crossbow and shoot these chains off him. So I don't think I can get in there.
I say, whatever we need to do to let him
Well,
free us,
the
but
pedestal, you can your weapon can reach. You're able to hack at him enough without, you don't have to get in the gold. No.
Okay. Then yeah, I hack away at it.
All right, so you do release him.
Yep.
All right, so freed from his bonds, he seems.
I will make sure that metal thing is still in his chest though, because he can
you
move
can't
around now.
You
Yeah.
can't touch that with your sword. Yeah, so freed. He remains that though. Freed from these chains, he spreads his wings, and flies off the pedestal over here, and you get a nice buckbeak type bow to you, and he speaks to you in Draconic, telling you, giving you all the familiar Draconic greetings, some very ancient that you learned as a, small little kobold boy. And these were always just like fairy tales for you guys, right? Of like, oh, these are real dragons and the stories of ancient, this is where we come from type of a thing. But now you are hearing them for the first time. being spoken to you by a bona fide red dragon.
Not that it matters. I also speak Draconic.
Yeah, well, so you also understand what he's just said to Durwin, but he doesn't say the same to your human ass. Aren't you human? Yeah.
I've got dragon blood in me, though.
He doesn't want to know how that happened. Can we pause for 2 seconds right here? And you guys can, like, discuss. I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Also, what time is it? It's been an hour almost. So hero point would come into play. The one for the session, I don't think anybody's used. And then you would have another one for us going for an hour. If y'all want to, also take a little break for a minute, but then discuss your strategy here for a moment. I'll be right back.
He still has that giant metal thing in him, though. I know that's not doing too good for him.
We should ask him if he knows how to get that out of there. He might know what to do about it.
Yeah.
Like, if we take it, maybe we can use it against other dragons that we might face.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. If it's a gift, why don't we use it against them? Take it right to them.
We're to be running into more dragons in our future.
Is anybody gone? Are y'all all here?
No, we're all here.
I think we're all here.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so as we come back to it, he flaps down off the pedestal, and as he's getting situated, he begins to speak in common to all of you after speaking directly to Durwin, Sir Durwin, and you hear him all say in a not quite normal voice, but clear enough common. I am Kyrian. It is your pleasure to... It is good. Great. Yes. Well met. And he kind of looks at you all, expectantly, essentially giving you an opening to start asking him any questions.
Well, I'd like to say, oh, great and powerful Kyrian, whose power is
It's
everyone
greater
wants
than
to know.
the green monster.
First off, that orb in your chest. What is it, and do you know how to get it out?
It is a shard of something powerful, a fragment. the Scarlet Triad gifted to Belmazog to aid her in the ritual she performed to raise the dragon pillars. And as she says this, he says this, excuse me, he looks down at the wound and he kind of pokes at it a little bit with his nose. The gold around it, he tells you, is inflicted by the gold around the wound, inflicted by the shard, excuse me, is a manifestation of its power, I think. It's painful, but not agonizing. It's a complete violation of my personal autonomy, but from my arcane viewpoint, it's really very interesting. I wish I did know who or where it came from. And he also notes that the gold in the wound that's being manifested is eerily similar to the gold in the pool and coming out of the skull.
And if we remove it for him, would we be able to keep it?
He seems alarmed at this and tells you, I'm reasonably sure taking it out will kill me, so no.
Never mind. Well, what do you know about this ritual? What was what's the purpose of this ritual she was trying to perform?
Well, the ritual on Kyrian that she was performing, well, so Durwin identified that when you guys came in the room, that it was a ritual that many falsely believed to be able to summon Dahak back into the material plane, but had known among many learned people to be a sacred cow, a false thing, a goose chase. So you guys already knew that.
Okay. Well, I'll ask him what he knows about the Scarlet Dryad.
So he kind of turns his nose up. In an organization of foreigners who seem to delight in meddling with zealots, as far as I can tell. They were using us, certainly. They were too powerful and had too many resources to want us as equals. I suspect they're using the Cinder Claws to prepare this region for some unknown plans of their own, all of which I told Belmazog repeatedly. But no, Belmazog knows best. Well, we now know where they got her, and at this he kind of spits in her direction, and she just sneers.
I'll ask him if he thinks is she trying to raise Dahak from the dead, or bring him back to our world.
He tells you that yes, indeed, she believes that she can somehow bring the destroyer back into this world, and that she believed the ritual she was performing would allow him, Dahak that is, to possess Kyrian's body as a vessel and then re-enter this world and usher in, a new age of darkness.
I ask him if he's absolutely sure there's no chance of that with that thing still in his chest.
Say that again?
I ask him if he's sure that there's no chance of him being possessed by Dahak if he's still got that thing in him.
He laughs and tells you that for hundreds of years, fanatics have attempted such a thing, and it has never been successful. He tells you that with time, he believes he will, be able to remove this shard and heal without too many ill effects. If you will simply allow him to leave this land, which is what he is most desirous of after this traumatic ordeal.
We allow him, but can we ask him to do one favor for us?
Sure.
To take a little snack with him? Belmazar? Just eat them all up?
He sneers at this suggestion and begins to tell you, more about his predicament. and explains that he was raised by the Cinder Claws, and so Belmazog was the closest thing he's ever had to a mother. However, after being used by her and coming to, and at this he calls it a irreconcilable philosophical disagreement, he decided that she was just an idiot and that he had to, move along. So he tells you he would rather leave her fate up to you. But he looks over at the pool of gold and tells you that a solution shouldn't be too far out of your grasp.
I'm going to walk
All
over
right.
to her, and then I'm going to pat her down, do a thievery check, and see if she's got any valuables on her.
Let's see what she does have. You don't find anything of value on her person. Only natural weapons is what she was employing other than spells. Seeing this, Kyrian tells you that he's certain that there is treasure about this place because she had absconded with all of his personal possessions. In addition to any cult member that joined would have to give up over any wealth. Nobody had personal, nobody had spending money. So although he can't pinpoint it for you, he tells you that a thorough search of this room would no doubt uncover such things, and that as he's going to depart and leave this land and this region, any possessions of his he gladly gifts to you as reward for giving him back his freedom. And with this, he stretches his wings and he proceeds to leave through the smashed door that Izalith smashed open. Do you have any parting things you say to him as he unceremoniously walks out the door?
Oh, I'm looking
a
right up.
Thank you would
and
be
just
appropriate.
big thank you, and I'm gushing. It's a big red dragon. I know they're technically evil, but
He seems unconcerned with your thank yous and just continues on out of the place.
As he's leaving, I say to him, "You do realize this means you owe us one."
He hears you with his pristine dragon hearing and just sneers as he flaps his wings outside and flies away into the sunset.
With my blade still to Belmazog's throat, I say, now about that treasure.
yes.
In other words, tell me where the fuck it is right now.
She begins to speak in Draconic, which those of you that understand it, and especially Durwin who read it on the wall, she is trying to summon Dahak. She is now reciting some evil quotation of scripture that is
I slit her throat.
The words choke and catch as they are suffocated by gurgling blood out of her mouth, and she slumps to the floor dead.
I'll drag her body over to the gold and throw it in.
Just kind of dip it in there, and we can, once it cools, we can sell her.
Sell? Okay, so you want to dip her body in and then pull it out?
No, the gold's that poison gold, probably. So,
Well, you don't know that.
The person that buys it doesn't need to know that either.
well, can we fit her in the bag of holding?
Well, so you pull the body out, and when you do, it's coated in gold. But you notice as soon as you get it on the floor, all of the gold just disappears. It sizzles away into nothingness, into a foul vapor, and all that's left is the very charred and burnt up bits and yuck of Balmazog.
Even boiled gold, right? Damn.
It is not. You can't pick this corpse up anymore. It's not even a corpse, really. It's just kind of a pile of jello.
All right.
I would like
guess
to
we
do
just
a
take 20
perception
searching this
check
place?
for the.
Wait, sir, what'd you say?
Can we just
Uh,
take 20 searching
so-
the place?
You can search this place. It will. Let's see here. Well, let's resolve one other thing first before you start searching. So, for speaking to these guys and figuring out more of the Cinder Claw, or I guess the conclusion of the Cinder Claws here, and more about the Scarlet Triad, you all gain 120 XP.
That's doing the XP thing to me again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, there it worked. 5th trash charm.
You said 120?
120, yes. And then for
100
assist, so 120. Then for assisting and letting Kyrian, freeing Kyrian, that's another 60 XP. So 180 all told.
Okay, 320 then.
Come on, you're supposed to follow my lead. And yeah, 900 XP is what we're at.
Oh, right, 900. Quadruple today.
And now it's not letting me do it again. God damn it.
Well, we'll know.
Yeah.
So,
For about 30 minutes, I'm praying and laying on hands myself.
Is this a safe place to rest? So we just rest here?
well, so you are now in this room, which, let me see your checks to perception. You begin to search, and hours begin to pass. So you are still searching. Is there any, time sensitive things you want to do? Not not resting per se, but like treating wounds or stuff like that.
Yes.
Because we can just, if you want to just continually do those, right?
I like to ask Sir Durwin if he'll heal me.
Yes. I
There we
will
go.
heal everyone. Oh, fuck off. Okay. 10 minutes later.
It was definitely the closest I've been to dying.
Oh, you fucking kidding me? Again? Alright.
All right, so
Cursed and black.
you guys discover. Jeez, dude.
Yeah. There we go. Does anyone else need healing?
Could
I
use
think I'm
another
on that
5
healing
HP
cooldown
push.
right now.
Well, what I was saying was, you guys discover Belmazog's stash, and inside of it, you find his journal, or her journals and notes, and you proceed to begin searching through them. Doing so takes you 8 hours, and night falls. So 8 hours pass. So whatever healing and stuff, treat wounds, we can kind of hand wave at that point. All right. So
This chick right about every single second of every day of her life. Jesus.
Should we just
Well-
hit rest for the night, Mary?
do what?
Should we hit the rest for the night button?
No, you did not rest.
Okay.
You found her notes, and you guys were going through them eagerly. You were confirming all of the information that she just, confessed to you all. She told it all to you. In addition, you confirmed that she was not lying, that the contact with Laslan was true, but there is a crucial detail. You learn that Laslan is a gnoll, a Gnoll gnoll, so not, just a human being or something. You didn't know this before. All right, she doesn't know much more about the Scarlet Triad other than what you already heard from her, that she assumed they were some kind of foreign sect of Dahak that Dahak sent to her to answer her prayers and give her these powerful weapons. So, having sifted through her notes and confirmed the veracity of her claims, you're satisfied, and you finally turn to the more tangible portion of Bel's Mog's stash, which is located right here. And you guys should be able to access.
Yo, keep. Nice.
I call dibs on the blink blade.
I call
So
dibs on the cape.
do you want to just distribute the coins? Because I think this will work if I click all you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That work? Y'all got coins? There's still 2 gold and 2 silver in there.
To be honest, I don't know how much I had before, so
Well,
I would-
Foundry said it happened.
okay. Well, I mean, I've got gold, so
I'm going to take this shield.
Who took the dimension door rod? I was looking at it.
Very good, dude.
not me. I only took the dagger.
We can do a roll off for it if you like.
Roll, Rico, roll, Rico, roll.
Sure.
You guys realize this is a collaborative game.
Not when loot is involved.
Apparently not. Okay, yeah, we'll just roll off it. Sure.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The dice have spoken.
There is 2 more items in the chest. Belmazog's journal, which of course you just spent 8 hours thumbing through extensively. And 1 more item here, the Rod of Wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of sus. But I guess I'll take it.
That's what she said.
So,
Does it do?
So it's got random effects.
you don't know until you do it.
Cool.
So the only matter to attend to, potentially, is this massive skull of Dahak remains chained to the ceiling by these 2 fixed points. If you guys wanted to do anything about that before you presumably leave.
Oh, we're going to destroy it.
You go up there and hammer time it.
Yeah, can I? Because you said it was coming right from 1 point, right? Can I?
Oh, well, yeah, there's 2, but you could go up and get that one and then leap over and knock the other one down.
Yep.
All right, so you climb up there and do that, and then jump over there, and then jump down. And this thing is headed for the ground. You all brace yourselves for a huge crash. And as it goes to smash into the ground, it, instead of cracking and busting, just kind of whooshes into nothing where it would have impacted the ground. As it disappears, all of the gold in the pool it just does the same thing. It just disappears kind of into a mist that smells a bit foul, but seemingly has no noxious effect. So now this room is darkened and empty, essentially. There's just the pool remains, the little border of it here.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to rest up and head back to the Akuje.
Yeah.
So you guys want to rest right here?
I feel
like
better
this
resting
actually-
somewhere not inside here.
All right.
Do you want to
so-
go out to the map?
Yep. Here you
Right
go.
map and camp?
Pull you up here.
Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
All right. So it is nightfall. So you are moving through the darkened jungle. Where would you like to go?
Just to the river? Because we have to cross it, right? In the morning. We can just do that in the morning.
Right there. And rest.
Yep.
All right.
we need
8
to, like,
hours only
Roll survival checks or anything?
for your camp. Yeah. But do you want to just do 8 hours? Just a regular, rest.
Yeah, I think so, unless somebody wants to do something different. I might say anything, so I'm
Yeah. No, I think it should be fine. What, that's bright early in the morning? So what, 11, quarter to 12 there? So yeah.
So, go ahead and one of you, whoever wants to be the primary person setting up camp, roll a survival check for me.
I think I have that.
Anybody
I think-
have higher than plus 13?
I think I do. Oh, survival? No, it's 12. You beat me by 1.
Going once, going twice, rolling.
All right, so you set up a kind of shoddy camp, but it is sufficient, and most of the threat, at least from, the enemies you've been facing, are dealt with for the moment. So 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 hours pass, and it is bright and early in the morning here. Let me see here. Oh yeah, birds are chirping. It's a beautiful day. Here we go. You guys gonna just travel on to the Akuje back to Acroville?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 days pass as you travel. Doop. Nothing eventful happens, and you arrive back in Acroville successfully. And the Akuje, of course, just greet you all very happily. They're all just celebrating your return. Of course, they've been kind of keeping tabs on you, but they had lost you when you went into the Fortress of Sorrow. They are unbelievably thrilled. You tell them about the destruction of the skull of Dahak, about the death of Balmazog. They lament, of course, any violence and bloodshed, but for their enemies, not so much. You gain influence further with them. You're now up to 16 influence points with them. And they are so happy. They give you, and I don't think we have an item for this. I will need to make a note to, no, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Let me do something here. They give you a knife that you all recognize as somewhat of a common thing. A star knife. This one, however, they explain to you, is not just an ordinary star knife. It is a sacred star knife called Eclipse, which the Akuje explained to you is just like the hunter's arrowhead that you have. It is a portal key, and this one opens the Dream Gate associated with the goddess Desna. The Akuje have long protected this portal key as well as the hunter's arrowhead, but unfortunately, and they all kind of hang their heads at this like they failed, they do not know where the other portal keys for Alcetta's ring might lie. Because you've secured the ring, though, and foiled Balmazog, they entrust you as heroes with both of these magical items, which, of course, you already have the arrowhead, so they just allow you to keep it, and now they have imparted Eclipse, the star knife, onto you guys. And I think we never did settle out, because Driya had it, and then we gave it to Therok. And then that was a bad choice. So we need to figure out who's carrying the arrowhead and now the star knife. But
Well,
they,
I would like to say thank you
yeah.
for your gift, and in return, I will gift you my +1 striking longbow.
All right, you just give it to them.
Well, yeah, hoping that they're going to give me something in return. I figured they just gave me a port key, so may as well.
Well, so yeah, I mean they gladly just take it from you, and they hand it to one of their children. I mean, they're elves, right? They kind of scoff. No. So they inquire further to you guys about like where you're from. Do you guys want to tell them more about Breach Hill and Citadel Osran and basically Isker, where you guys are?
Sure. I kind of assumed we'd already done that.
Not in detail.
Yeah,
Not
I'd say
in so much detail that they could find it. How about that? Other than going through the gate, which they will not do because of the spirit of Dahak.
I just say, actually, I don't know where these people are from. I've been in the Moangi for the past year.
Did we ever tell them that we disarmed that trap that he left in there? Do they know that?
Well, so you speak of that now, and they tell you that they too have defeated the spirit of Dahak in the way station, but it always returns because, a manifestation of that much evil can never truly be defeated. And they are intrigued by your exploration and travels, Vega, and they prod you to know more about your origins.
My origins? Well, I was was it an emissary? Coming from a pretty well and up and coming family, and then when I got up to a certain age, I started showing magical characteristics. I was told that I had draconic blood in my bones, and then I have devoted the last few years to trying to increase my power and find out all I can about dragons and my connection to them and their power.
They're all rapt at your discussion of dragons, which they, of course, see as fearsome beasts of, ancient knowledge and import. And they essentially start up another feast. You guys all eat well. You're all healed up to your full. You rest here enough time to recover. So as a day's rest, and with preparations. So it is late in the afternoon now. Discussion turns a little bit more serious as they draw you into a hut. And they tell you that while the Akuje no longer possess or know the location of the other portal keys, they can give you important information about their descriptions. And they begin to describe to you all that for the Dusk Gate, a magic chisel is required. For the Jewel Gate, a magical gem, of course. For the Venge Gate, there's a magical piece of amber that you must locate. And although it is broken and probably unable to function, there is a magical flower that opens the Lotus Gate. With that, they offer you all provisions on your way back to Isker. They assume that you're going to take the portal. They tell you that although they will not travel the portal, having, befriended you and become aware of the location of Breach Hill and Citadel Altrin, they will send an envoy of Akuje overland, which should arrive in just a few weeks.
I'd like to ask them if they know anything about the Scarlet Triad.
Well, so they tell you that, of course, they've revealed much to you and all that they really knew about the Scarlet Triad. They had never heard of them until the Cinder Claws popped up and they were, backed by them. They really wish that they could tell you more, but they are as alarmed by this new threat as seemingly you are.
And then I also ask them if they, before we leave the Mwangi Expanse, if they know of any magical items and such in the area. Trying to expand my magical powers. Staying in character.
So
If we miss anything in here, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
in the entire Mwangi jungle,
Yes.
they don't really know how to answer that question.
Fair enough.
Where's the girl that was showing around when we first got here? I want to ask her how her dad and the dude we got them hooked
Oh,
up.
they're here and they're together. They are some of the scouts that were following you and watching you. And so yeah, they're all here in the crowd. I mean, they're the ones that first greeted you when you guys came back. Was I think it was Akosa and let's see, can we open up PDF number 1? Yeah, but yes, they are here in the crowd with you for sure.
I can't think of anything else to do here, so whenever you guys are ready to go back, I am.
I'm ready to go.
Let's see, here she is, I think.
You guys, take me back to your fortress that you've talked about and I've never seen.
Yes, so Nikitia, that's what it was. Nikitia. I think it was her dad that had a name that started with A, right?
I honestly don't remember. It's been like 3 months since we
It's
did that.
been a minute. That festival
It
was
is,
a minute ago. Yeah. So
Wes was still playing with us at that point.
having achieved, yeah. So it was JC, and the dude was. I think JC was the dude that he was talking to. Anyway, so yes, you guys are headed back through. You go back through the way station. You get through the Temple of Cataphys. The manifestation of Dahak has not regenerated itself for the time being. So this travel through is uneventful. And you come up back in the Citadel. Let's see here. I think everybody should see this one. Oh, hold on. Let me fix it.
I have no vision.
That would be what I'm fixing. So, let me put you guys down here. So, you come up back through and you find, to your pleasant surprise, as you make your way up through and into the courtyard.
Wow, this is a different map.
Well, so some of the workers here, led by an old... Wait, what the hell? Hold on. His token's messed up. Hold on a second. Led by an old friend, come up and they bring you some pleasant news. Let me find Therok here. Boom. All right, so you are happily greeted by a familiar face as Therok tells you he made his way slowly but surely, drunkenly, almost crawling at times, back here to Breach Hill, all the way from the Milwaukee. He doesn't know how at times. He just relied on his drink, and at this he like raises a glass and he chugs down. And he lets out, a smack of his lips. He tells you that he awoke in the jungle, completely drunken, and he just started to head north. And eventually he made his way back to the coast, and he found a boat that took him, gave him passage over the sea. He ended up back here in Isgar, and he just stumbled up the Dwarf Mountains. He got into Breach Hill, and he heard that you guys had recruited some work to be done, which completed just today as you arrived back into town. And he has come back to volunteer to help you with the further repairs of Citadel Alteran. He tells you at the very last, kind of breaking in his bad news, you owe all the workers assembled 84 gold.
You heard him. Pay the man.
You beat me to it, damn it.
And I just kind of casually step over here and pretend like I'm cleaning my dagger.
So,
Oh my god, this is my
to,
house.
to remind you, 2 weeks ago when you set back out to the Milwaukee, you had them do general repairs, which is a little more than what's represented by the map. General repairs is they like rehung all the doors, and they like swept all the floors, and they got all the dust and debris They didn't necessarily, they didn't fix like all the walls and stuff, which is of course fixed on this map. That's a separate activity.
Is everyone down for just splitting this 20 whatever gold apiece?
Sure.
All right, so just delete it out of your satchel.
21 gold. You said?
21 apiece, yeah. And then you have an opportunity here, right? So you have the hunter arrowhead, you have the star knife that opens up the new gate, the dream gate. But you have an opportunity here to like go back to Breach Hill and do things. You have an opportunity to, you know, fix and repair things in the castle. You know, all that kind of stuff. I can send you the page here for alternate activities. Remember, you have to do what, administration, I think it is, or organize, one or the other, before you can do anything.
I'd like to do that, and then maybe just take some downtime and do some earned income activities.
You can definitely do that. If you have something in mind already, or
Whatever is available to me. I haven't ever looked too closely at the income earning stuff. I'm assuming that it would employ my thievery skill.
well, yeah. I mean, you can basically, as I understand it, you can always find like a way that you can do something to earn income. Of course, those motherfuckers in that tavern are still like waiting for you.
Man, they are really patient.
Also, fuck, where your wargs are supposed to be with you. We
Yeah,
forgot.
supposed to be with us.
We forgot all about them.
They were there the whole time. Just nobody ever mentioned them, and they didn't engage in combat.
Well, I will look up. Let me make a note of that, because it's been a while. They probably have grown.
Has anyone got a high society?
Here's, you got earned. Sorry. You got earned income pulled up. There's a chart. So essentially, you tell me what you want to do and how long you want to do it, and then I can set the level and then the DC of it.
Society, so I can do that administer if someone else, unless someone
Not
else.
11 society. What do you
Pardon
want
me?
me to do?
You saw about
What?
the administer for altering activities, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
You said you've got 14 in it.
yeah.
I do too. So how about if I aid you in your society with my society?
I will also aid him with my society.
Now let's do it.
I think
Is that
you
how
can
it works
only.
with this whole society?
I think you can only have one AIDS.
Well, I want to give
You
Chesty aid
can
so
aid
he
multiple
can give
He's gonna aid my aid so that the aid is aided.
I'm pretty sure everyone can aid, but only one can. The highest only gets affected. Like none of them stack.
But that should be okay, right?
Oh,
If I
really?
choose
So it's
Chesty
like
to aid the other guy.
everybody roll age or
They all
age
rolled
or age.
aid, and
I think
Well, so-
but also I feel like that kind of nerfs it sometimes. 'Cause
Okay,
That's
so I think
3 against 1.
I think Neji makes the most sense to aid him, because you're gonna go administer. You're gonna go tell these motherfuckers what to do, right?
Yeah.
but my society is higher.
Oh, is it?
Neji
Oh, let's
got
see.
it.
He rolled a 20. Let's see what I got. I got 23. So
Oh, yeah, so you didn't even credit though.
All right, then I'll do my society
Yes,
with the +2. Then
yes.
I have to add the +2 on. I just rolled it before I added. Oh, nice.
They're
34.
Oh, that's a crit.
What's the DC?
Oh, yeah.
DC was
20.
20.
Yeah, so that's a crit. So you facilitate it smoothly for 1 month. And you get
Alright.
+2 on all checks to organized labor now.
Nice.
What else can we build?
So you
Oh.
you probably need to do to rebuild the walls and the shit.
We need to make a checklist, like a Google Doc checklist that we can all access, so that we can keep track of what we have and haven't done as well.
You can set that up.
What did we do the last time?
You just
I
did
wanna go
the
see
first
Claire.
basic, like clean it up. You did make general repairs.
Okay.
Make general repairs, so they like rehung all the doors and they fixed the floorboards and replaced the furniture and the fixtures and all that. So they just kind of cleaned up. The courtyard technically still has got like the sunken area and all that. I kind of gave you clean as a freebie. They kind of did, along with make general repairs that they just, I mean, because if they're bringing in new shit, they got to bring out the old shit, right? And it doesn't require a check or gold, so.
And then I assume we're just ignoring the expert in crafting we have to be to repair all this stuff?
Where these are the motherfuckers you gotta hire. Is that what you're talking about, or what?
Yeah, we hired them because we can't craft, right? Isn't that what?
Yeah, like if you click on
Oh, to rebuild like the battlements.
or make
Oh,
general
walls and
repairs
stuff.
even requires training crafting.
They really need to
build
work
in-
out.
crafting.
We can build an infirmary so that I can get healed, and I can do that with my medicine check.
Master in crafting.
Well, yeah, somebody would. I think
You really
you guys
need to work out a system where crafting levels separately from the rest of your character.
Well, so yeah, you guys are, several of you are trained, right? So I think that's how you were able to make the general repairs. And we had not crossed this bridge yet as far as needing to be expert. So that's a good
Kind
point.
of talked about it, that we were going to have to pay someone to be an expert in crafting.
Well, I want to say, and it's been a while, of course, I want to say that's where the idea of bringing Therok into the mix, and just saying that he was expert.
Deal.
Because if we bring him up to 9th level, he's at 5th level.
Oh, you can totally mod him into crafter.
Yeah, so let's see.
But I guess since you're cursed, it would make sense to build the infirmary so you can get rid of your curse.
Yes. Please.
All right, so yeah, he can make your crafting rolls that require expert. How about that?
Okay.
So which one you want to do? Rebuild the walls first?
Probably make the most sense if we're trying to make it defensible.
Yeah.
It takes the least amount of time, so.
Okay.
So there's 1, 2, 3 rooms. So it takes 24 days total. You could do that all within the time of your what you just did to organize or administer, excuse me, for the month, and still have 4 days left. Or I guess 6 days left if you say a month's 30 days instead of 28.
And you
Trying
can just go find a cleric as well to get rid of that curse, right?
Oh yeah, you can go into Breach Hill and find somebody that will get that off of you for sure.
Alright, Thank you.
I'm looking here. Hold on, I need to get the first book open. Trying to see how we figured out what the cost of that other one was. I think it's just like if you're crafting something. Double check. income. So, I mean, you can be looking up or thinking about what you want to do to earn income. I mean, all of you could really. So, because what we could do is say this, right? Theater of the mind, somewhat, and then we can do some rolls and figure it out. So,
Is there a link for earn income activities?
yeah, it's 2e.aonrprd. It's Nethys, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let's see. But no, I think so. It's essentially, the way I understand it is this: you tell me what, based on like your character. Obviously, everything's based on your character. What thing are you gonna do? So, like Drez, he's skilled thief in thievery. He might say, "All right, for a week, I'm gonna pick pockets." And then I could say, okay, how many pockets are you going to pick a day? I'm going to pick 10 pockets a day. All right, that's this difficult of a task. Let me go ahead and see you roll it. And then if it's successful, you know, you get the money or whatever.
Okay.
There you go. I'd like to find a job where I can perform for people.
Let's have an established
Cadence
order.
Keg. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We will do it in a organized manner. Let me look up here though. I'm trying to see about the cost of this stuff real quick. Hold on one second. Okay, so yeah, it's
Sorry.
on a here. Okay, so the fix the walls takes a hired stonemason and organized workers. So that's going to cost you 1 gold a day for the group of laborers and 5 gold for the mason. So that's going to cost you 6 gold a day. Do you guys want to do all 3 of those rooms over the next 24 days?
I mean, I'd say so. We've got the
Yeah.
time.
All right. So all told, at the end of it, they will want 144 gold. And if you tell them you're going to do it all together, you can just pay them all at once at the end of the month, basically. That's what you want to
From
do.
each of us.
Keep a tab running and see what we make up in income to pay it.
Oh, and he needs to roll here to see, because this may change actually the cost of it. Hold on a minute.
So you want me to roll performance?
No, hold on. We're not doing your earned income at the moment. Hold on. Therok's rolling for the. Okay, so he critically succeeds on the rebuilding the crumbled walls, and I guess he needs to do it 2 more times. And then regularly succeeds. Ooh, nice. And then regularly succeeds. So for one of these, it's actually going to go a little bit faster. So it's only going to take 22 days, and it's only going to be 136 gold. All right. So you are going to perform to earn income at Cadence Keg. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, whatever would pay the most in the city. It doesn't really matter. Whatever is available. That's paying the most currently is the job I'll take.
Well, so the
pay.
the pay rate is based on you, just on your proficiency level. So are you master performance?
Yeah, I'm a master performer.
Okay, so how long each day do you want to? You going like 8 hours a day every night, or how much are you going to perform?
I don't know. Well, how long are concerts typically? Like 3 hours? 4 hours.
That's
I
kind of
mean,
a quick look.
a pub is gonna be open from like at least 6 in the evening till 2 or 3 in the morning, right?
Yeah. I mean,
And
sure.
you could really say like you're gonna set up a outside concert and
You
have
could
a big
busk.
hullabaloo and
Yes,
make the DC gets harder, but you make more gold if you do shit like that.
you could busk. Yes.
Sure.
So what do you? How long and how much and what are you playing?
Let's say 8 hours a day for how long are we staying in town for?
At least 24 days.
For let's see.
Well, it's 22 because of his crit. If you're staying the whole time.
Well, let's say 8 hours for a day for 22 days. I'll busk. Playing a repertoire of my songs based on my adventures, and including this one.
Okay, so your own adventures. Are these new compositions or?
I'm gonna be rotating through different compositions, new and old, because 24 days or 22 days is a long time.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and let me see your performance roll. Nice.
Oh.
Yes. So, you perform 8 hours grueling every day. You don't even break on the weekends. And at the end, you don't take any time off to rest, so you don't spend any of your earnings. And so by the end of all your efforts, you are sitting in your room in Cadence Keg, and minus the room that you had to rent at Cadence Keg, because she's not letting you freeload for a whole month, you come away with 3,000 gold.
No shit.
You've played 8 hours a day for 22 days straight, dude.
All right.
It's fucking
In this town, is there like a
it's 200 hours of work.
like a potion shop or a magic dude?
I gotta go shopping too.
So you have well, and we can have you guys all opted to travel back to Breach Hill then to earn money? We
Yeah.
can look
Yes.
at the map here, and this should have the names of the places on it. Yeah, you all see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just performed at Cadence Keg, number 4 here, and you should have if you click the journal tab. I think you have maybe in the map or the guide to Breach Hill. Guide to Breach Hill. Yeah, guide to Breach Hill. Can you guys all see that? Here you go. See it now.
Yep.
So that's got just a description of all. And this I show you guys especially because and even Neji and Drez probably don't remember. This is like way back when we first started. Like session 1.5 or 0.5 if you want. We kind of like read through laboriously all these kind of descriptions, or some of them I just fumbled over. So the main place that you guys do trade is Quarters and Bits. You had found, or the party had found, a discarded gold ancient dragon scale and sold it to this place. Drez had put an impetus on stealing it back for quite some time, but by the time they came out from the Citadel, the Quarter and Bits had changed hands under circumstances not truly revealed or understood, and everything that they were planning to steal was gone. Reliant Book Company is in the hands of the party as far as ownership, but is seemingly, I think you left it closed, yes, because the goblins were
Yeah, the goblins were kind of brain dead.
yeah. And yeah, beyond that, nothing is really going down. except for obviously this performance. So now we are, to kind of meta OOC for a second, we are, I guess, now saying that these 22 days are elapsing. So obviously Neji has spent his time over at Caden's Keg. Who wants to say what they are doing next?
I'd like to spend my time. I don't know if it's generally in one of these stores or not, but it's a hero town, right? Could I spend my time teaching up-and-coming magic people how to spells and magic? And
Certainly. So you find some patronage here at the Wizard's Grace, where a lot of the travelers to Breach Hill that are coming for the Breach Hill, the Call to Heroes, gather. Being that it is towards the end of the month, this is the opportune time, and you take up tutoring. What are you teaching exactly? Can you describe
Arcana.
it?
I'll be teaching them the arcane arts. I'll set up classes for 8 hours a day.
Okay, eight hours a day, every day, and it's just basic arcane arts.
Yeah, teaching them how to cast spells and how to draw on their divine spell pools and how to learn new spells.
Okay, are you giving them any kind of like what kind of tips? What do you just teach them the basics, or what are you giving them? Any kind of ancient secrets of your
letting them in
lineage?
some of the draconic secrets that I've learned, and I'll center a lot of it around teaching people how to cast Fireball.
Excellent. Okay, so let me see your it would be on your Arcana to see how deep your knowledge goes, I suppose. What is your what skill were you proposing to use?
Arcana.
And what is your level of proficiency?
Expert.
Okay, so let's see you. So, you spend your days teaching these travelers all the ins and outs that you know of the arcane arts. You don't find, though, that many of these travelers are carrying a lot of gold for this type of activity. Oh, where we go? Here we go. So you end up at the end of training all these folks pocketing 132 gold.
Ooh, the fuck did he do to get 3,000?
Hey man, rock and roll.
$132. All right, and that's me.
So, Drez, are you going to engage in the art of thievery?
Oh, yes. There is a crime spree in Breach Hill.
Okay, let's hear about it.
All right. Over the course of 12 nights, Drez spends 4 hours every night chasing the wealthiest citizens of Breach Hill because he's not an asshole. He's not going to steal from poor people. Who the fuck does that? Fucking Jeff Bezos? Yeah, that's right. I'm not Jeff Bezos. So, while,
Wait, you're not?
Shh, don't tell anybody. While the rich and powerful of Breach Hill are out carousing at their special clubs and their fancy dinners. Drez is breaking into their homes and taking their most valuable possessions. And let's say, you know, there's a pretty reliable fence in Breach Hill that is moving these things out of the city for him.
Okay.
You ready for that check?
Yes, indeed. And to be clear, you said you spend only 12 nights out of there are essentially, I don't want to get splitting hairs about nights versus days, but 22 that you guys
I mean,
are.
I might decide to switch to a different skill set for some of those. We're just going to see how this goes.
That's fair. All right, so for your efforts in thievery and around town, you are successful in finding some of the sweetest pockets around. You do, however, realize that what people are walking around in their pockets is not necessarily their, true, net worth, what they got. So
I wasn't picking their pockets. I was breaking into their homes.
So breaking into their homes, there's only so much that you can abscond with. But you managed to
So you're saying we need to plan a bank robbery?
You managed to come away with, in your 12 nights, 456 gold.
Fuck this. Next time I'm doing something evil, making some real money.
All right, and then I would also like to spend, let's say I'm going to spend another 7 nights, or 7 days rather, using my acrobatic skill, training the Breach Hill Town Guard in combat maneuvers and agility.
Okay. And are you teaching them any, secret you learned down in the, some roguish guild, underbelly type institution?
Well, fuck no, I'm not going to give them, my best tricks, but I'll teach them how to tumble through.
Okay.
And how to faint.
Wow.
Damn.
And you do this for 7 nights, you said?
Yeah, I would say 7 days.
Days, yeah.
7 days of training.
So for your efforts, they reward you, but they are only humbly paid. But you come away with 266 gold.
All right. I think that's going to be it for me. I'm going to take some time off and relax.
All right.
Well, let's see if this evil thing really works, because I'm going to do something really good. I'm going to be working in the infirmary, because all these trainings of fireballs and tumble-throughs and all these drunken brawls at this concert, I'm going to be busy in the infirmary healing people.
Okay. What place is that?
I would assume that you guys would have an infirmary. I didn't read one in there. I did glance over it.
Yeah, I mean, you could find the place for the infirm. I think the closest to something like that's described as a soup kitchen.
Oh shit! It's all charity work.
That's what good gets you.
I mean, you can. There's an infirmary, hospital-ish type functioning place. So I mean, you could definitely go there and assist.
Yeah.
I think typically those are like temples, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, that'll even work.
All right. What are you desiring to do there?
Treat the wounded. If it's a temple, I can also help in prayer. Because, well, we know the church is always loaded.
Okay, so what skill are you going to be utilizing for your job
Medicine.
there? Medicine? Okay,
Yeah.
so how long are you going to assist at the temple?
16-hour days for...
You guys realize I was kind of fucking with you. The amount of hours has absolutely nothing to do with it at all.
I actually looked...
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, why are you asking this, Mary? I know how...
I was legit looking up how much a nurse average hours. So I was like, all right.
16? That sucks.
While you're
16
there,
to 12, yeah.
That sucks dick.
But it looks like they only have an average 30-hour work week, though. So it's just more condensed.
Less days, yeah, longer shifts, sure.
while you're there, make sure to case the joint, because if there's valuables, I can always come back and steal them.
I'm a good fucking paladin. I'm not helping you, Drez.
I mean, the church probably stole them from the poor anyway. I'm just evening things out.
I'm sorry, my evil character's in the outlaw. It's not here.
I do want to hear your descriptions of what you're doing. Oh, shit. Man.
Oh, fuck. I'm hero pointing that.
Okay, that's fair. I do want to hear your description of your job. But, yeah, no, the hours is irrelevant. I'm just fucking with you on that one.
What are the odds if I spend a hero point, I can retcon mine and do something a little different?
What did you spend all 22 days?
I will be, yeah.
No, well, I was asking Cinders or Vega.
Oh.
Just 2 days. That's all I spent.
I'm going to hero point that again and use all my hero points.
Wait. You saying you spent just 2 days?
No, I'm kidding. I was joking.
I was like, hold the fuck up. We got to
Well,
fix.
I was doing that teaching during the daytime, and at nighttime I was doing something else.
That's fair. Give us a second. Let's do this, and we'll come back to your nighttime activities.
There we go.
Prostituting yourself. So you teach in medicine. Let's see what you're at. Ooh, that's sweet. Nice. So you teach in medicine throughout the day, and you get an ancillary benefit. The healers there are. And did you say how long do you do this? I'm sorry, 22 days. You do it the whole time.
Yep. Yeah.
So you do this the whole time. And the healers there are so impressed with your, efforts that they cure you of your curse. So you are now whoosh, uncursed and can heal yourself by laying your hands once more. So wait, did you hero point it twice?
Yes, I did.
Okay, fair. All right, so you spend your days and nights just busting your ass, or at least part of your night here, busting your ass, helping these guys, healing the sick, and teaching them all the tried and true techniques of the kobolds. And you come away for your efforts with 990 gold. So, your nighttime activities, what are you desirous to do?
During the night hours, I spend my time figuring out everything I can about the criminal underworld and intimidating all of the local gangs into following me.
Okay.
So I'm going to intimidate them into basically giving me a cut of all of their illegal doings.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Mary, you cut out. How much gold did I get?
990. 990.
And for this one, I'd be master in intimidation.
Gotcha. Let's see. And you're doing this each night after you get done teaching. You're stepping out to the back alley.
Hard
Okay.
worker.
Sure. So, your very learned intimidation tactics serve you well, and you come away with 2 bonuses to this. You have now organized the criminal underground and should begin to receive some type of residual payment from that in the future through your intimidation efforts. And you also earn 1,540 gold from shaking them down.
Crime paid.
And you are exhausted.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna go sleep for 2 days.
So anyone else want to undertake a nighttime activity of some sort?
You can go, Neji, first.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm just making a shopping list right now. See what
Okay,
to buy.
we can definitely handle that. You guys would be, and I wonder if I bet there's a website or something for this. But you guys would be in their game mastery guide, but you would be able to get any of the like items off of those lists that we've been using for, town items, normal items. But I forget the proportion. We'd have to look it up, right? There's so many that you should have or shouldn't have, kind of a thing.
Oh,
Yeah, what should we be at level 9 for items?
I'd have to go
guide
pull
say?
all that shit back up, honestly.
Alright.
But I remember when we looked at it last, I mean, we weren't like terribly off kilter. I think the only thing that was off was that one weapon that was like way higher level than you guys or something.
yeah.
And I think we fixed it all up.
Oh yeah, what's
So let me
how's
roll the
the
calendar. Yeah,
so Mary,
what?
how's that crafting gonna work now with that I guess we have an NPC and he's gonna get a certain amount of proficiency. I'm not sure if you hashed that out already, but
Yeah,
so what's
it's the rock.
So what's the rock's proficiency in crafting?
Well, he's expert, I believe, but he should be. Well, he's gonna be master.
You should be master and have
he's
magical
gonna be,
crafting.
Yeah, he's gonna be like whatever a standard on level, because I think that's what we said we were gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. All right, so he's a master plus 19 crafter.
Okay.
And I can kind of fine tune him later if needed or whatnot. And then what I can do is do this and make it where. So you guys should see him in the player tab now, but be able to actually manipulate his buttons and shit.
Oh, sweet. And we can roll.
So shopping lists can be made. I'm gonna go use the bathroom again real quick. I think it's because it's raining. It's making me have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Basic jet propulsion relic.
Ooh.
And so, by the way, the time has elapsed for your repair. So you do all owe 136 gold, which would be, there's 4 of y'all, right? 34 apiece.
Good. Done.
So for our shopping list, anything in the game mastery guide that says at 9th level you can receive is
Yes, and also in the Game Master Guide is the balance that I was talking about with the items, because you can't just go fucking ham and be like, I'll have the left side of the menu. Is essentially what we kind of figured out before, if I remember right. I can't really even remember exactly how we hashed that out.
There's no level restriction on the items. Like if it's if it's a +3 rune and you can afford it, there's not a level restriction, but there's also kind of balance issues. And also got to think Breach Hill is a fairly prosperous city, but it's not a huge metropolis. So if you're looking at rare stuff in the inventory, they're probably not going to have that on the shelves. Common, yes. And I think we said maybe some uncommon depending on the circumstances.
Yes, 100%. Let's see. I got the Game Master Guide here.
Mary, would you let me buy this food?
Maybe it was the CRB. Isn't that the loot you got?
No.
That's the loot you were talking about before and then didn't want. Or is this something else?
I think it was like because I didn't have money and now I'm rich, so. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure on it yet. I'm just wondering if you'd allow me to buy this. It's an item level 12, 1900 gold.
Oh shit!
level 12.
is it really? It's
That's a common.
Is it really though? Because this thing, if
And
it's
also, the number of property runes that you can put on a piece of weapon or armor is limited by the potency rune on it. So if it's a +1 weapon, then it can only have 1 property rune on it. If it's +2, it can have 2.
Mm.
see here. No, what I was saying was I had noticed that with some other items that are new, it had them as common, but they weren't common. It just didn't have like the, you know what I'm saying? It's so new, the info is not correct. So let me look at it. Entertainment bracelet. I'm sorry, I showed you. Okay, so it's that coda. It's that coda trait that's new.
Oh, what's that? I didn't notice that.
That's what's new about it.
Let me see. Loot.
So instruments with the coda trait work mostly like staves and have the staff trait. There are 2 differences. They're in the form of musical instruments and can be prepared only by bards. They're physically not staves, and you can't attack with them, nor can you etch it with runes. But the process of preparing it involves playing simple commercial songs, also in your own creation, blah blah blah. Yeah. So
basically, to use them, you need to use the instrument. This.
Yeah. So, but you see, it's saying that it's a prepared thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like your it gives you prepared spell casting. Yes.
I mean, it works like a staff, right? Like it's its own. It has its own spell slots. Was my understanding, unless it's different.
I mean, who's had a staff doing that though?
I've got one. So a staff every day you charge it once and it has 4 spell slots to it.
Are they
put one
level?
spell into the staff, and then
Yeah.
you can cast a first level spell once, a second level spell twice.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
Are they leveled or how does it work?
I believe they're leveled. So the amount of spells you can cast is different. I have that staff of fire right now. Greater.
Yeah.
So,
I'm rereading this again. It's basically the same as a staff, except only a bard can use it, and I can't hit stuff with it.
Like they come with a certain amount of charges you can get, and each thing you can cast from them requires a certain amount of charges, I believe.
So I would say you can get the metal one, and then as you play with it, it could be imbued depending on, the songs you play. But since the Eras tour is going on, you could have a greater one right now.
So
Or buy a greater one.
Alright, so my question is, say later on I try to buy the major one. Would you let me just like split the difference, or do I have to buy a completely new one and spend that amount?
I mean, you're kind of hurting my heart right now because, like, the description of it is that it's just your instrument and it like grows in power with you.
Oh, I see what you like.
So, yeah, sure. If you want to just pawn your shit and buy somebody else's.
Okay, all right. So it's gonna have like an experience bar until I can start using until it gets upgraded to level 12. Is that my understanding? If I get the middle one.
I mean, it's all in how you play it, right?
You sell the other one, you buy a new one, you upgrade.
I mean, you're going to have to work on swapping out your legacies and make sure that all of your settings
Oh
are
my
right.
God.
And then SSG is going to completely overhaul the system anyway. So,
Yep.
I got okay. Well, yeah, I'll buy the middle one then, I guess, for now. It's
Right,
not
so it is
expensive either.
460 coming away from you. There it is.
Okay.
I have a question. Can I have this? It's
You
Drez
have nothing.
Dread plate. It is uncommon, but it is a level 6 item.
Oh, that's a good one.
So I know everyone's casting Intimidate, so for Frighten.
And you want to get this and then get it all etched up in your armor and shit?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Hold on, I don't have any of that shit pulled up at the moment. So he has to have magical. Alright, he's got magical crafting now. So let's see here. A dread ring. Yeah, I mean, so you find a shady dealer in the back alleys of Breach Hill that has a lesser one of these. Do you wish to purchase it?
Yep.
Oh shit! Hey Mary, can I get a refund on this loot? I fucked up because my current loot gives me +2 item bonus to performance, but this one only gives me +1.
Bro, I swear to fucking God, we already did this. You were like, I'm gonna buy this fucking loot, bro. And then and then we got to it, and you were like, oh, I looked at it, and it's actually my one I got is better. I swear to God, bro, you know that's what we said before.
you're going to have to sell it secondhand for less than you paid for it.
I'll have to go ahead with Logan's stuff.
No, I mean you can if you really don't want it.
If I do anything, yeah.
But I mean, it's because I don't know what the weight is on you. I'm sure it's not a lot, but what's to say that you don't have that on you prepared? And of course, you have to spend the actions to do it, but you swap to it, right?
I think because I think the way it reads is I can only use those spells if I play that loot.
But right? But what I'm saying is, you prepare it because for like Vega, for example, right? He says he's got a staff, but he uses his bow a lot. So he's obviously got his staff slung on his back, but I would presume if he takes his staff off his back and casts one of those spells, No problem, Bob. Right.
Oh, I see. To use an action to use. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So
Is
you
there
bet
classic
you
Drez
like a
speed?
a spell stick, right, on your back,
Right.
basically.
So I mean, in that case, I should just find the staff with more useful spells because the spells in there are decent, but they're not
Can't you change it?
amazing.
Can't you prepare it any way you want to?
No, it has to be those spells listed.
Oh, is staves the same way?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, so how does that work with staves? Do you find somebody to do it, or you're like, you know what I'm saying?
Like say you have a
Like,
staff.
can they be changed, or you gotta find it the way you want it?
Yeah, you gotta find it the way you want it. Or I think you can also craft your own, if I'm not mistaken, where you can put in, you can choose what you want to put in.
You gotta have
Correct me if I'm wrong,
scrolls and
but
shit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a feat for that. You have to do magical crafting to be able to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so you will just keep it since you got a lot of gold, or what?
I refunded it already.
Okay. All right. So Durwin, let's see here. Yeah, Dread lesser Dread token is 225. And I'll do this subtracting for you. 225. So the token's in your bag. The 225's in the bank or in the shop. And then what are you're putting this? This is an armor thing. You're putting this on what? Your plate armor? Dun dun dun.
Logan, are you muted?
Yeah.
Probably needed.
Yes, yes, I am. Sorry. Yes, I'm going to be putting that on my full plate, but I thought my full plate was +1 already. I will have to
It
do that as
is.
well.
It's the title just doesn't say that. It is.
Oh,
supposed to
okay. Yes. I want to attune that to it. Well, add it to it.
Yes. So hold on one moment here. Excuse me. Jeez. Okay, so property rune for this is a. Which one is it on? Is it on the item or the rune? Let's see. Alright. Oh, etching. Where's this shit? Hold on. Let me find that table here. Is it under crafting? Okay, yeah, here it is. It's all under the potency ring. Okay, so you want to add a property rune to this guy. So it's not a fundamental. It's so it's an upgrade of the fundamental. Okay, so it's a +1 plate, right? So this is it is 340 gold to do it. And the DC is going to be on the level of the rune, which is 6. which is going to make your DC for this, or Therok's DC, 22.
22. Shit. Oh shit,
Alright.
he should have get insurance.
Do what?
We should get him to put a feed into insurance, because then that would be at least
Oh,
an success.
Fuck off. Now I'm gonna make you fail just because of it. Alright, so he is successful. We are subtracting 340 gold from you. And your rune, bloop, is gone. And your armor is lesser +1, lesser dread, full plate.
Thank you. And then I'm going to, and I'll calculate this later, so it's in the background. I'm just going to calculate close to $300, 300 gold in potions. Lesser and moderate.
That's
healing
not
potions.
even the fucking currency you use, bro.
Sorry,
That's
go
our
ahead,
currency.
if that's okay. 'Cause I
To
feel like
ca-
we're going out on a big adventure.
You said, I'm sorry, say that again. I was too busy razzing you. What'd you say?
I'm going to try and calculate how much I can get with 300 gold of potions of moderate and lesser healing.
Okay, isn't it like 5 or something? Like, are they 50 gold or something?
Moderate's 50 and lesser's 12. Oh, so if I just do...
Well, yeah, you just go ahead and figure it out, and you can
Yeah.
tell me how much gold. You said 300 gold.
I'm going to get
You do
4
the math.
moderate. Yeah, I'll do the math right now.
Yeah, tell me the number.
$296.
Bet. All right. 296 done. And how many did you get?
I got 8 lesser and 4 moderate.
Okay. So you're carrying, by my count, 20 bottles of potion on your person.
I'm going to be putting half that into my bag of holding. I would still have to figure that out. Because, yeah, I don't want to have all that on. I can't have all that on me.
Yeah, figure that out.
Yeah, we were going to say about 4, right? Potions on hand.
I mean, you tell me. What's
I
what's
think that's what we said last time.
you're an active kobold, so you don't want to be dropping nothing or breaking any sensitive glass vials that may be dangling from your jangly bits. And speaking of your bag of holding, I don't think you guys, you don't really have anything to sell, do you?
I don't think we acquired all that much since last time we sold.
Oh yeah, I do have stuff to sell. Let me see.
You
Maybe.
got- show me what you got.
Do I have stuff to sell? Actually, never mind. I don't really have much to sell. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
I would
So,
like to grab a couple of things myself.
say again now, buy
I
things.
can buy a couple of things too, yeah.
Yes, come on with it. What's up?
Looking for what the fuck the thing's called again. I'd like to get a relic, flowing footsteps.
Sounds exotic.
not a crazy amount of anything, but
Oh yeah, what is this? I don't have it in my compendium, so it's gonna be something I gotta fucking make or something. What is it? Relic of what?
Flowing Footsteps is what I was looking for. It is in the Game Mastery Guide. Trying to track it down again. I've made a note of
I
it.
mean, I'm looking at it here. Aspect, why this seems a transmutation, a water.
Basically, I can walk on water, I think.
A major gift. What's
Major gift is 9th level. Minor is under 9th level.
I guess where are you wanting to acquire this thing?
Through my underworld connections that I now have taken control of.
They traffic in
Everything.
planar gifts of supernatural entity.
I don't know, if that's not cool, that's fine. I can jump other things too.
I mean, I would need to look way more into this, dude. I mean, relics are definitely something that we have not really dabbled in, but I mean, I don't think this is something you just buy out of a shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Nethys doesn't even list a price for it.
Well, how about some library robes then? So, +1 resilient scroll robes that magically store a spell for me.
Oh, some brand new shit. Okay, yeah, let's see.
700 gold pieces.
Yeah, let me look them up in the book hall. Oh yeah, that's, you can get those. That's just a new 9th level permanent item. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Are they in here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got them. So where you at? So 700 and library robes. As I go.
All right. Hadn't had a time to look for my more runes to put on my bow as well, but give me a second on that. 32.
Yeah, so the thing with relics is we should have, and we just didn't know because we were brand new to it, but like, we should have started out, if we were going to use them, or if we are going to use them, the way they start out is you find a like relic seed and you like nurture and care for this shit, and then it like turns into this powerful magic thing that like fucking, you know, whatever, you know, aids you in your adventure and all that. So like some people just, it's like a backstory thing. They write it in and they start with their relic. We just don't have them because, you know, we didn't know shit about anything, so we didn't like add it in the game.
Okay.
So, you know, we definitely can work it in, but it's the kind of thing I don't think, especially considering, you know, we're kind of getting some beefy upgrades right now. I think everybody's noticing. Or not beefy, but, you know, shoring up some things, and everything's getting a polish. Because, you know, you're earning income and you're fixing the Citadel and all that. You're buying new stuff. You just got a dragon's hoard of treasure, literally, right? That, like, maybe it's time to start working them in. But, like, yeah, just chopping one in right off the rip. The other thing with it is, you don't have anything to take a gift because you don't have a fucking relic, right? You would need a relic first. So we would be skipping a whole bunch of steps to just say, here's a relic, and it's fully formed, and it's ready to get a major gift, which is also skipping a step of a gift. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But we definitely, I will, yeah, especially summer's coming. I got time to kind of fix some holes that we know are in our ship, right? So, like, we can definitely start working on getting relics into the game. Because, and I'll go ahead and put it out here, this fight, the defeating of the Cinder Claws, the discovering of the Scarlet Triad, or more information about them, concludes this book of Age of Ashes. So next session, I guess Sunday, right, we will be in book 3, which is called Tomorrow Must Burn.
Damn, we're playing a Bond film?
It sounds like it.
Well, then for my last thing I'd like to buy then is just Bane ammunition.
Bane ammunition? What is it? What
Yeah.
the fuck is that?
It is ammunition that is equipped with the Bane trait that you can give someone. I think level 5 is what I'm looking at. Gives you 1 or 2d6 of persistent. This one is in the treasure vault.
Well, like, I get. What are you gonna do with it? I guess. Who's
When
just?
ammunition hits a target, has a trait with a selected type. It takes persistent poison damage in addition to the attack, or what the attack normally does. So it would be 2d6 persistent damage on my bow shots. If it was against the creature that I get the Bane for. That'd be like Bane evil or whatever, so any evil creatures hit with that arrow would get an additional 2d6 persistent poison.
So, but you're not a monster hunter. You're a fucking normal guy, though. Hold on.
Aren't I a monster hunter?
You gotta go through the Witcher training first.
It's only a level 1 item.
Oh, is it not ammunition? So it's like how many bullets? Arrows he would have.
Yeah, I'd have to buy like 25 gold pieces per arrow. I get like 10 of them, 20 of them.
Because he still has to take it out of his quiver and say, I'm using this arrow.
So, yeah, see, I mean, this is one of those that, it kind of doesn't make sense unless you create it. Because what it's saying is, monster hunters favor Bane ammunition that contains a capsule of reagents tailored to a particular type of creature, and then it lists a bunch. Each type requires a different formula. When activated, Bane ammunition hits a target that has a trait matching the selected type. It takes persistent poison damage in addition to the damage attack. So is it saying that, like, you select the damage, like it's a Hawkeye type thing where you spin the dial and say,
I believe when I buy them, I have to pick
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that it's necessarily a buying. It's meant to be a buying thing. It's meant to be like a making thing. Because each type requires a different formula. What the fuck? Like, okay, what's that formula? What does that mean?
How about then freeze ammunition then? Would that one be allowed?
Oh, I don't even know any of this now.
Freeze ammunition. Creature hit by activating. Yeah. I suppose as a magical person, that wouldn't be something too crazy
Well,
for you to use. Let me
do 12 of those then.
You said how many?
20. I'll do the math quick here.
We're all in front of computers. It's 560.
There you go. You gonna remove the gold?
Yes, I got you.
And that will be good for me.
Right. Any last?
Oh, my resilient rune, unless someone wants a resilient rune for their armor.
Only thing that I need to get real quick, I need to get a fearsome rune and slap it on my rapier.
Okay, well, hold on. You want to do what with that resilient rune? Sell it or give it to someone? Or hold on.
If one of you guys want it, I can give it to you. If not, I'll sell it for
I'll hold on to
Which
it.
rune was it?
a resilient rune.
Oh, I could use one. I was actually going to etch one to mine.
Okay, I'll just give you this one then. I don't know how
Alright,
to give
I
rune.
can do it. I seem to be in control of everything.
What?
Alright, there you go. Neji's
now I'm done.
bag. Alright, so who's had something next? Sound like a few people had a couple of little more things.
I need to
Greg.
grab a fearsome rune and get that etched onto my rapier.
A fear, some.
Yeah, just listed as fearsome, 160 gold.
Okay, I got it. Drez bag. So 160 gold. And you want him to put it on your rapier?
Yeah.
The +1 striking rapier.
Right.
Okay, so it's a 5, the rune is, which means it's going to be a 20. And it's going to be 340 to do it.
Okay.
Where's Therok? Come here, you bastard. Right, so this. Now he's got fearsome. All right, that is successfully done, Zoe.
Thank you.
Hey Mary, I sent you my shopping list on Discord. It's in the Age of Ashes chat.
Cool. You want to read it to me like a storybook?
Want me to link it in
I mean,
Foundry?
why don't we just go through one at a time?
Sure.
What's the first thing? Are these all brand new things from Treasure Vault?
I don't know. I was going through it from the guide I was following.
Okay, so what's the first thing?
Let's see. I need to. What would it take to etch a level 10 invisibility rune to my armor?
A lot
about-
of money.
It's 1,000 gold for the level 12, according to
To what armor you're the one you're wearing right now?
the one I'm wearing.
Don't you have a rune on it already?
Well, I have the what's it called? Not the resilient. What's the other one? The one that gives AC.
Yeah, but you can't have two
The
runes on it yet.
Well, yeah.
Can't-
You
can't
have
I?
the potency rune, right?
That's a potency, yeah.
What else
And
do you
it's
have
plus
on it?
one.
That's it. That's all I have.
All right, then yeah, you can put that
Yeah.
one on there.
So I can put one more.
Just one, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go.
You can have.
Cut it.
Sorry, Chester, you got cut out there. Oh, I think he's disconnecting.
Can you hear me? My internet
Yeah.
might be going out. Okay.
Yeah.
You can have both types of fundamental runes. So that's your potency, which is your +1 or your +2, and
Yeah.
then your resilient, right? But your property runes is dependent on what your potency rune is. So a +1 potency gives you one property rune.
Well, so you can't get the great one, but you could get the regular.
Okay.
Page your runes on.
So if I put a resilient rune, that means I can't put the invisibility rune, correct?
No, you can
Right.
because no, you can't
Oh.
because the resilient rune is a fundamental rune.
Yes.
You
Oh.
can have both types of fundamental runes. It's the property runes that's limited by your potency rune, which is a fundamental rune.
Okay, I'll just put the resilient rune in for now, Mary, the one that Derek gave me.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see. The resilient rune is only. Oh wow! No, it's actually an 8. So that's a DC 24, and it's 340. Where's the right? So, let's see. Think anything changes? Yeah. So he succeeds easily on that. You are debited for it.
Okay, and then I'll just pass on this.
Hold on. And resilient is added. And now you have +1 resilient studded armor. Leather armor.
Sweet.
And what now?
We'll skip the invisibility rune and I'll purchase the next two.
Okay. So the helmet, what is this helmet? A small feather wing is attached to either side of the sword. Okay, yeah, you can find one of those. That is a common magical item.
It's free AC, baby.
A Calrissian helmet. Is he going to offer you a Colt 45?
Two zigzag, baby, that's all we need.
Alright, what's next?
And then the boots of bounding.
Jesus, how fast are you going to be with those things?
Fast.
I was actually going to ask if anyone could borrow me 48 gold so I can buy those as well.
I got you.
Alright, so let's see. Boots of bounding, the springy soles, these sturdy leather boots.
Yeah, you definitely need those, Logan. Your
Yeah.
movement's so slow.
340. All right, so as we are acquiring a lot of magical items, the rule is 10. Only 10 can be invested at a time.
Okay.
So make sure you're counting that in your
I will look right now.
planning. All right. Boots
And,
purchased.
Caspian helmets as well. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Oh, and I would like to affix the retrieval prism to my armor.
Retrieval
It's in my
prism.
inventory.
This
Can you give me that?
talisman.
It is a talisman, yeah.
I don't think that requires anything. I think you just do that.
Oh, okay. In that case, never mind. I'm done.
You must be wielding or wearing items. I won't say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just. That's just a thing. Like it's
Okay.
okay. You're attaching it to your armor.
Neji,
Because it's if you look at the little thing, you're already wearing it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Just
Yeah.
double checking.
And while we're just at it, I'll take that.
When did
Caspian
you get? I think
umbrella,
I
that's
thought
cool.
you already used that.
No, I think
When did you get that?
we purchased it, but then you said something about not being able to use it unless it's affixed or something. I can't remember. It's been a while. That's why I was asking.
I
for a
remember, but see, I remember. That's what I say. I recall thinking about that before, and then I see now that it's like it was already attached and like or was already worn, marked worn.
Oh, I think I just worn it myself without telling you.
I think we
If it's,
talked. I think we talked about this though.
Okay.
That, yeah,
I
a
completely forgot the
talisman.
conversation.
Yeah, a talisman is just attached to
Okay.
you.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm good then.
because it's like the little thing on the end of your sword handle, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Cassie, whatever helmet, what's it called? Cassasian. Cassasian. Vega, that is debiting you for 225. Done.
Perfect.
All right, Logan. I'm removing 48 from my inventory.
okay. Thank you.
Any last calls here for
Yes.
alcohol? Yeah, what you got?
Yes, I will actually buy those boots of bounding as well.
Foundry boots.
I need that movement speed.
So you are being debited for all of your money, basically. No, you got some
Yep.
coppers left.
Oh yeah.
Just as you're about to slip on this new pair, he tells you, "Hey, I've got this return right here. I'll sell you for 300. You notice it has extensive cow shit on it.
Hey, if you can clean them, man, that's a good deal. 48 gold. That's a lot.
Well, no, he's a 40 gold off, so
Oh, okay.
he would get
Sure. Why
40,
not?
40 gold back, but now he has +1 cow shit.
That's some cow shit.
I go right to Breach Creek and start watching them.
You are
Oh,
arrested
man.
for polluting the
If you
fucking-
only knew what has swum in those waters.
No shot.
Naked dwarf balls.
All right, so
That's
I've
okay.
also got 3 moderate healing potions
3 moderates,
for 150.
150.
I'm not for real this time.
You said what this time?
And I'm done for real this time.
Okay. And you said it's 150?
Yeah, I didn't
Wow.
minus it or anything. yet.
No, I gotcha. I'm debiting you. Boom, debited and in your possession. All right, once more, last call for
You did-
alcohol.
You didn't give me the boots yet, did you?
I don't know. Did I?
No, I don't think so. I'm just going to put them on right now.
Now you have 2 pairs.
I misread it. I did not know. Nope. End of the night.
It is. All right, so once more, final
I'm
call.
I can't.
What's that
spend any more
D4
money.
you're doing? Is that something? Oh, you're unarmed attacking? What are you beating on? All right, well, so as you guys are, checking yourselves out in the mirror, dressing up your new threads, you get word back from the Citadel, and amongst all of the papers you're all sorting through, you've gathered here at Caden's Cake at the behest of Neji. This is his home base here in Breach Hill. So you're all enjoying a beverage. You're sorting through all of your administrative papers. It's basically the bill has come due for the gold, right? The 136, and then they're asking for that. You send it off and everything's fine. You're seeing the reports and all this. It's your usual standard fare, nothing crazy. But you notice at the bottom of the stack a mysterious message that reads, "Esteemed adventurers, I have a proposition for you. I wish to speak about potential employment of your skills, but do not wish to invoke the authorities. This is a matter for which your skills are uniquely appropriate, but also one that must needs remain secret. I've taken the liberty of commandeering your local Wainwright shop as a meeting place. Come before sunrise, and do so alone. If you do not meet me before then, or if you involve the authorities, this one-time offer will not be issued again. In such a case, please accept my condolences in advance for your Wainwright's fate and the unfortunate fire that claimed his shop." So, a Wainwright is someone who fixes carts and wheels. So, Vusker's carts and wheels up here is the likely...
shit, the auto mechanic.
The auto mechanic, indeed. So, you have something before you, a bit of a mystery to come back to. Who has sent this message? Who has put the Chief Wainwright, Faddle B. Vusker, in danger? Tune in next time.